Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. And welcome to Anstrem. Yesterday was Weird Mood Tuesday, today is Weird Mood Wednesday. Oh yeah. We got a sequel. Yeah. Welcome back to Magnus Abcom. What? Yeah. Game. What did we do last time? Yeah, we had Uncommon Ally with some sort of subterfuge plot going on, not subterfuge flot. Not entirely sure what one of those is. Yes, House Soria is planning something or other, I'm not entirely sure. It involves some sort of grand ball or something like that, and we're helping them out by making jewels and gold and invisible ink, stuff like that. And now golden thread, because why not? Texture like sun. Oh yeah, voices. Just supply me with the thread. I'll take care of the rest of it. You sure? From thread to a complete dress? I still know all the suppliers in the Van Tassen Raymond. I don't know what that word means, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Raymond! They'll know what to do. This is amounting to quite a production. It's a shame the Van Tassens won't gain the benefit of this work. A ball gown made of pure gold certainly would have to fit well with their sense of style. Ah, Frederick, how I wish you could be there to see it. I think she's taking revenge on the fact that the house killed her person she was in love with or something like that. I don't know. Either way, we've got to make gold thread. Ooh, okay. That doesn't look too obscene. Oh, we actually get salt. That's nice. Wasn't expecting to get salt. And gold. Okay. That feels oddly inefficient. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Now comes the thinking. Okay. Oh. What I'm thinking, right, is we start by doing this, and then having that on the thing. What? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, up here. That's what I'm doing. Is this a good idea? Because what I want to start with. Yeah, I want to. Well, no, because we want to do that, don't we? And then attach that to whatever's later. Okay, so ignore that. What are we gonna do then? I guess the sensible thing would be to get one of these running. Because I'm reliably informed that the base keeps running. So actually we probably just need one, right? Yeah, grab, turn, drop, turn, grab, turn, drop, turn, and do the whole thing again. While that's happening, we need something to deal with the gold and such. So, what we want is something like that. Okay. You're going to grab, you're going to turn, you're going to drop, you're then going to do what? You're going to turn, then grab it here, turn, drop. So what does it look like when we get here? You haven't turned enough. I went too soon. Oh no, you only have to turn twice. Oh, because you're starting on the gold, yeah. So yeah, that's when we want to grab. Okay, that's fine. That's good. And now you're going to let go. You're going to turn. You're going to grab. You're going to twist. You're going to drop. And then turn. Whoops, turn. Grab. Turn. Wait, hang on. grab, turn, one turn, couple of twists. Yeah, then one more turn. Cool, that's what I want to make. Good. So now we turn again. Should we make you extendo? No, it's cheaper to do this, isn't it? Go plus. The thing is connecting it up again, right? Because we've got, if we can get up here, right? Got that, which is this section here. We now need to connect it up with the next one. So if I extend this there, so we can go minus minus, drop, plus plus, and then return to original position. Which I presume is just that. Okay, so what we'll do then is we can do like just one of these and one of these. Wrong way around, sorry. Yeah. So we'll just skip right through like that. Oh, hang on, we are one too far down. Skippity skip. Also, no, I was right first time. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, that should be good, right? So we get here. Like that. Wonderful. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we accidentally bump into something here. No, that's fine. That's all good. Ow! Seriously. We have to turn it before we do that. Unless we turn that one more. Which will waste time. But it will work. Okay, so let's try something different. So 2, you're going to do that. You're then going to grab the turn. I'm going to turn you tilt once more. Grab like that, and then I'm going to tilt you once more as well. And then... It's Kiro! How's Kiro? How you doing? You alright? Turn. That didn't work at all. Okay, we can't do that. My brain's not in gear yet. Okay, we'll get rid of that then. Okay, so how can we fix this? Nope, hang on. I haven't sorted that out yet. There we go. Doing okay, yeah. Good stuff. How am I? I'm alive, can't complain too much. Yeah, so that's all fine and dandy. That's all great, lovely, wonderful, great, grand. That's the problem. What can we do to sort that out? We could just push everything along one, but that's going to take up more area and more time. I feel like there's a sneakier way to do this. Can I... Grabbing it there. Turn... This feels very inefficient. Okay, this is going to be a bit more expensive, but should be otherwise fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this, put a little track here. It's going to be lovely. You're going to grab, you're going to rotate, and then you're going to go. Always do this the wrong way around. Sure, fine, whatever. And you're going to go plus there, and you're going to go minus there, and you're going to go plus there, and you're going to go minus there. So that hopefully should get you out of the way, so that I can rotate it in place rather than having to swing then rotate. So let's do that. We're going to rotate then swing. So that shouldn't have affected. Wait, that doesn't help at all. Why did I do that? Oh no, I solved a problem that wasn't a problem while ignoring the problem that's there. So... why did I think that would help? Anyway, have you had a nice day, Kira? Did you find a good glove for your hand, as opposed to any other kind of glove, I guess? Okay, well, if we were willing to put in this track, we'd be willing to shove everything along and put in another one. So, fine, whatever. Okay, so we'll just put this back. Replace all these with turns again. Be boring. I like tracks. I've learned to like tracks on this playthrough. Particularly with the one arm attempts. So yeah, this is going to be minus, 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 plus, plus, plus. Look at that wasted time. Look at all that wasted time. It's terrible. That'll save a little bit of time. We can budge that up there, but that doesn't really allows us to do that. Yay. You ordered a pair of gloves yesterday. Should be arriving tomorrow. Yeah. Wonderful. Your hand still aches, but it's not too bad at the moment. Marvellous. Well, hopefully it will be a lot better as things go on. By which I mean as you get the gloves. Yeah, I have to change that again now, don't I? I have to rotate first. That seems like such a waste. Oh, I guess we could have a third arm that's doing that. So yeah, that's fine. We're making the thing we want to make. But what we could do is we could eliminate a bit of track here and have a third arm doing that while everything else is doing what it's doing. So if I got a third arm here, just hold it up like, oh no, that's because, oh no, that's fine. Because we can do, so that's rotate, rotate, turn. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you down here. I'm going to ask you to drop and then return to your original position, which is going to be here, I guess. Otherwise you're doing alright. Good. Meanwhile, 3 is gonna what are you gonna do? You're gonna plus plus grab, turn, minus minus. We might have to move everything up slightly. That's fine. We're seeing your oldest brother later today for a bit. Marvellous. That's too soon. That's fine. No worries. That's still too soon. Gotta do it when you're there. Maybe one sooner. Nope, that's fine. 2, drop. That's we've already got the plus plus sorted, so like that. I guess that gives you back to your starting position. So I suppose there's no real harm in bringing this all the way back to the beginning, which means that this can start like that. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to get more out of that, to be honest. What's here? I mean, this works. I don't know if it's any better than it was before. Slightly faster, but I did pay for a new arm. But I got rid of a bit of track, so... Oh no, it works. Salty gold. Everyone loves a bit of salty gold. Oh yeah, look at that. Very cheap. Quite small. Could have been faster, but you know, it's alright. That's alright. Getting back into it. Return to the menu. See the thread here? It's thin and smooth as silk. And you plan to make the entire dress out of this? Quite the bold sartorial statement. That's the plan, to have everyone's eyes on you. A nerve-wracking thought. At the same time, I'm practically bursting with anticipation for it. A strange mixture of emotions, I'll admit. You're stronger than you know, Clara. You'll do wonderfully, I'm sure of it. Concordia, thank you. There we go. The plot. Told you it was a plot. It's a plot. Or is this just how the story goes? Is this just a synopsis of the story so far? Niels, is that you? What was your voice?
Sorry to interrupt your alchemical intrigues, but I came back to let you know that House Colvin is stepping up patrols through the border zones. They may have realized there were some escapees.
Took them long enough. Thank you for the warning. I'll have a few more things to do, but we should be out of here just as soon as I'm finished.
Don't hesitate. They're clearly looking for someone.
Clara, this is Niels. You could say he's a bit of an unsavory character. No, I know. Wait, you know Niels? Know him? I employ him.
Only on a part-time basis.
Ha! I always wondered how it was you found us so easily. Well, I knew that because of the note. So there's some Socratic irony and deliberate obfuscation going on in this story. I'm almost offended you didn't realize it sooner. I did. Yay. Your machinations are at a level far beyond ours, I'm afraid. And here I thought I'd found the only trustworthy thief in the city. The Thieves in the City. That's the new sitcom from ABC. Always love a plot, or rather, the plot. The definite article, you might say.
Lady Soria, I advise returning home now before there is any chance of being seen here.
That's likely for the best. No, hang on, wrong voice.
That's likely for the best. I agree. Stop speaking for me, Concordia. I can speak for myself.
It's still the matter of the lipstick.
Once you've made it, Niels can bring it to me on the night of the ball itself.
Oh, is it like poison lipstick or something? Very well. One more thing, Clara. There will be chaos.
I know, and I don't fear it.
Wonderful. Love a bit of chaos. Ooh, the city.
The city! City!
There's another reference to like a song that was only released in Japan. Also, what's going on with this perspective? It's not quite. Invitatation. That's what it is. It's an invitation.
You are invited to the Fortunatus Ball, the celestial ballroom, the grand observatory of House Soria. Guests of honor, Terrace Colvin of House Colvin, Lania Prius of House Montfort, Senor Juvenal of House Juvenal, and presenting Claria Soria of House Soria. Music, Orchestre Cuvier, the Soria Ensemble, Entertainment, the Right Baron's Players.
Hurrah, a scion's will. Oh, I have no idea what these guys' voices were. Verin, it's my understanding that the alchemists must pass a difficult course of study at the Imperial University, and therefore only a very small number graduate. Better be efficient. Hi, miss. How you doing? We made gold thread, and there's a plot. There's something involving lipstick. Not sure what it is yet. How you doing?
That is correct.
And therefore, alchemists tend to keep track of each other, even as they spread out across the city.
Oftentimes.
It follows then, would it not, that the alchemist of an house like House Colvin would be aware that another house like House Van Tassen had a new alchemist.
Taros, I see where this is going, and I want to say...
And yet, I'm surprised to say that my alchemist somehow neglected to keep this in mind and did nothing to detain or incapacitate him during this time. You're doing good. You were listening as you were doing the dishes. Marvellous. I hope the dishes contain something really tasty. How strange, don't you think?
I've explained this. We made our best attempt, but he slipped away somehow. If you notified me sooner of the shipment of ore was missing...
Excuses. I only hear excuses from you.
Please, young Terrace, must I remind you that your father and I...
My father should have gotten rid of you ages ago. You're not fit to mention his name. You fancy yourself a strategist, but your counsel is worth less than your alchemy. Leave me. Bagger off.
You're making a mistake, Terrace.
I said bagger off. Ooh. Pasta and meatballs. Ooh, yum. Mist of hallucination. When you first suggested getting a mannequin, I thought you were joking. I wasn't. It was useful for finishing Clara's dress, wasn't it? Yes, it was, but I hardly expect you to consider such matters. Now that the dress is done, we could dispose of it. No, I have a use for it just as soon as I finish this formula. Should I be alarmed? So when are we killing off the Cockney? Probably soon. No, or maybe. Maybe. Only a little. Mist of hallucination. Ooh, funky. Well, I'm sure this is going to go perfectly well. Right. Okay, this looks like a production line job for me. I'm going to look at it. How am I going to look at it? Okay. I'm thinking of this in terms of the one-arm ones I used to do. So let's put it here, and then I'm going... No, put it here. And yeah, cool. No, we can put it there, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we should be able to. Cool. Okay, so let's just do what I know already. Turn. I mean, how many times have I done that? Grab, turn. Twist, turn. Would it be better to do this from top down? No, because I'm going to have to do it. It's going to bend back, so I'm going to have to do that at some point anyway. Drop, turn, right? So, yeah, that's right, yeah. Grab, turn. Same thing, actually. Do all this again. You have sad news, by the way. Oh, no. You've lost your sword? What? I can see your sword. Oh, do you mean your knife emote? Oh, I need to... I'll make one. You can only use it in this chat, but I can make it. I thought you meant your moderator sword. I was like, you still got that. Blah. Okay, and that's when that metal's going to come in. That's fine. So instead of doing that, I'm going to want to wait. And then... No, let go, turn. No, I was right. Go here. Give me a visualization. Okay, so we're going to attach to that. So then we're going to want to turn it twice. Okay, so twist, let go, turn. Ah! More knives is... Grab, turn, drop. Okay, so by this point, we should have something that doesn't look like what I want it to. Okay, and then that's going to be ready to accept the thing. And then we turn. No, is that right? Yeah. Turn. That is, yeah, that's what I'm going for. Yeah. I don't know why I thought it wasn't. Puppy with a knife. Evie. It's knifey on. Lady on. Edgy on. Right, okay, so now we've got to do the metal, which is going to happen up. Hang on, let me have a look at the process, see where I need to avoid doing stuff. Pretty much everywhere on top. Okay, fair enough. Let's not do it on top then. Let's do this over here. We can... I'll set up a system and then we can sort it out from there. We're going to want this, aren't we? Yeah. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll sort it out as we go. Turn, turn, drop, turn. Do we want that or do we want salt? Oh, we don't even have the machine to do that. Okay, fair enough, we have to do this. That answered that question. Grab, turn, drop. Somehow get up there. Edgymon's just a Digimon. It probably is. It would be Edgeomon, probably. But, yeah. Up to no good doing crimes. Crimea. Crimea River. Is there a river in Crimea? I'm sure there is. Okay, sure. Do I want another arm? I don't want another arm. I want two to be doing more. So I guess if I turn this whole thing this way, no, literally the wrong way, that way. There we go. And put it there. Is that going to get in the way? Don't worry about the fact that 2 is being useless. Okay, that works well. Okay, cool. So, let's do that. And then gonna add a little track. Love me a little track, it's always good. Speaking of edgy, your Beth drawing, so cool. Yeah, I remember thinking like, oh, who's gonna be the War Doctor? Like, you got all that, like it's a very different look. It's you know, it's got the leather and the sort of the bandolier and the sort of whatever they're called, spats, I guess. They're not. I guess they're that big. They're not spats. Yeah. And I thought, oh, Beth, perfect. Grab the so by here we should have a Mercury. Wonderful. So you have to be an extendo. Do you have to be an extendo? I guess you have to be an extendo. Yeah, it's that or a new arm. So okay. So where are we facing by this point? Turn, drop, plus extend, grab, turn, drop. So that all should happen by about there. I can fix that, that's fine. Let's just swap 2 of those over. Gonna sneeze. No, I'm not gonna sneeze, that's annoying. Little premature. Why are you not turning? Oh. Oh, what? No. Ah.
Sneezing is not efficient.
Okay. Oh no, okay, I did everything the wrong way around. It's fine. Sneezing is not efficient. Okay, so now I can actually do that a little bit earlier. Yep, wonderful. And then we can just immediately turn. Look at that, 0 gap. Wonderful. And now all we have to do is get... Oh, we don't even have to move. There we go. Turn, grab, turn. Probably gonna have to delay those a little bit. We're calling in Diana on 47. Excellent. So I'm just gonna turn one more, I guess. Wait, hang on, what does it look like? If I make you an extendo arm, I can save time. Do I want to do that? I can only turn once, so I can't. I need, okay. I need either to extendo or patho. If I were to do this, and then here, drop, and you turn again and then minus, where would you end? Perfect. Drop, return to start. One's busy, two's not doing an awful lot during a lot of this time, but it's gotta make stuff. So, I guess I can make this. No, I can't bring it any closer. I guess I'll just see how this goes. It makes more sense for two to be doing the final delivery, but oh, hang on, I haven't actually sent two back to where it started. That should be a thing I do. There we go. Glad you like Beth. Beth's a good. Beth deserves better than the story they got. That's quite pleasing. Yeah, it's just wrapping right around one. There's no way I can get it out with two. I like it though. Hey, look at that. I'm happy with that. It's either on or below the peak. Good-o, Mr. Hallucination. Am I imagining those good statistics? No, they're real. Oh dear, what am I, a radio DJ? During the battle with House Colvin, I created a mist intended on making outposts inaccessible even if we could not adequately defend them. You saw the other drawing. That was the other drawing. Sorry about not having a time lapse, but I forgot. You forget his name? Oh, that's Claudia. Yeah. That's fine. I've got too many characters. I don't expect everyone to keep up with the names of all of them. Mercy. Mercy? Have mercy. Yes, during the battle with House Colvin, I created a mist intended on making outposts inaccessible even when we could not adequately defend them. I remember that. Are you planning a similar strategy? Something like that. The enclosed environment here is a better place for it anyway. I still can't imagine it delaying someone for long. It's not really for delaying. We should be long gone before anyone gets here. You have a more obscure purpose in mind. I do. You'll see. You'll all see. Timing crystal. I used to believe that alchemy could solve any problem. And you don't believe this any longer? No, I believe it's shorter. Not at all. Look at all the good my alchemy's done so far. Thus far. Perhaps you picked the wrong problems to solve. At the university, there's this sense that nothing is beyond alchemical science. By learning to practice alchemy, you're achieving total mastery over the world. It's an appealing viewpoint. Appealing, but wrong. Look, I've been to university. I don't need this sort of attack in my life. Oh dear. You're right though. Oh, hello, spider. There's a spider crawling along my wall. How you doing? You right? The mosquitoes have started coming out, so do your job. Okay? Feel your pain? Yeah, touchpads. Bloody touchpads. Right, let's go. Oh, my word. Okay. Well then, let's say I missed. Might be a bit late. How awkward do I want to make this? Because there's part of me that saw this as 3 groups of like 6 little parallelograms going on here. There's like one there, and then there's one here, and then there's one up here. And it's like, would that be easy to make? And the answer's no. But it wouldn't even be easy to attach. It wouldn't connect to. Okay, let's just. It's fine. We'll just do it in bits. You're doing yoga last night and pushed up a plank to see a dirty great big spider crawling right towards my hand. Oh no! Never leapt away from a plank to standing so fast in all my life. You know, it's impact exercise. You know. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I think is the word. Okay, so let's have the master hand. That's gonna be controlling everything, or be controlling the main process. You're gonna grab and you're gonna turn, and over here we're gonna have a lovely little. Yeah, we're gonna have a lovely. Do we want to? Well, we can turn this. This is fine. Yeah, lovely little system of salt. The problem is we've only got 1 salt. So that's going to be the. We're going to want it. That might be the best. Okay. It's gonna be a big machine. Turn, drop, turn back. Yep, hello. Wrong way. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I guess we could have this sort of further away. But like, I want arms that are going to carry on doing things later. So if I, how about this? I'll set up the principle. Oops. Or, actually, hang on. No, calm down. There we go. Or, get one of these bad boys, and then hop on a minus, and then do exactly the same thing. In which case, it's probably a good idea to be doubling this up. So let's get another arm on another track. Oops. What if zigzags there? I'm sure you could make some like really nice Rube Goldberg machines in this game. Cool. That's great. So, okay, so that means that we can duh, 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 duh. Okay, so hopefully... Whoops, a little too soon. Da, 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 da. Gold's now in the way. Alright then. Make it into a portrait of October. Unfortunately, this is hexagons, not octagons. Like... Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oop. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 There you go. It's the best I can do. I don't really have an awful lot of tools at my disposal here, but right. Anyway, back to work. I would have put it there. That fixed the problem. So we just have to do that. Oops. Okay, we're at this point. I've got to remember to not keep that. Would it be better? And like that. Yeah, we'll stick with the classic. So what do we got to do now? We've got to fit. All we've got to do is just do the outside bits. So, the question is how. So this is how we end up. Right, we've got that bit. Do you know, I actually do want to turn it around. Okay, hang on. This is going to be terrible for area, but honestly, I don't care. But honestly, I don't care here. What? That, like that. No, you. Apparently, that's a button that does something. Then I'm going to turn, and I want to see what happens. You need to let go. Three needs to go plus. Whoops, can't do that yet. Okay, you need to go plus and then turn. Okay, can't do that. So the alternative then is just bring this back up here. We're not going to need that. It's annoying, there's only one way to do hexagons in this game, and that's with the flat on the top rather than the flat on the bottom. Which I mean makes sense because you can't do a close hexagon like that, but you could do a sort of intermediary. And I keep thinking you can do that, but you can't. So what I'm thinking, this is not going to be efficient, but it is what it is. Whoops. We get here, right? We can start touching things here, and then if we extend this up, we can say, okay, connect it there, and then this will, once it lets go, this will move up, and then it will connect there. Thing is, we now need to have a way of delivering salt from there to there, which 3 could theoretically do, but it's a long journey because this is in the way. This was the problem I was having with the... Maybe if... Okay, how about if we make... Because when we're going to grab it, there's going to be nothing here. So if we actually turn this into one of these, which I've never used before. Right, okay, that's not doing a lot. Okay, go back, do the same thing. Now, what I want you to do is... where are you when you finish this? Okay, let go, plus, grab. Turn, grab. Can you grab twice? I don't think you can. I think you have to let go then grab, don't you? That's fine. Because you can just turn, grab. You don't need to do that. In fact, I'd rather you didn't. You didn't do anything. Marvellous. Oh, but I want you to turn, not grab. That's the problem. Okay, cool. It's still not ideal. Turn. Oh, hang on. No, you're going too soon. Don't want you to do that yet. Yeah? But there's no way of me grabbing a second one. Okay, maybe it's more efficient just having a double. Turn. Because then while you're sliding, is there a way for me to sort of sneak it in before any of this happens? Who knew making snowflakes would be tricky? I know. What I want is this track to also go that way. But you can't do that. I mean, I could just fling it to the side while this happens. That could work. It's gonna ruin the area, but I don't mind. I'll give it a go. Actually, am I gonna be able to do it, or am I gonna hit something? Might hit something. No, that's fine. In that case, we probably don't even need a double arm. Okay. What are you doing here? You need to turn, grab, wrong way. Turn, grab, turn, drop. And you're going to need to keep doing this. Meanwhile, so that can happen there. Okay, this is probably going to bump, but we'll have a look. Also, you need to do that twice, don't you? So, apologies. Turn, grab, turn, drop. Turn, grab. So, that's the safest way of doing it. Can't even do that. Okay. Wait, one doesn't have to do that, does it? Minus and plus. Right? So if 3 now does its thing. Oh, hang on. I mean, that's fine. I can avoid that. It just extended just one more. That's probably not going to be a problem. It's going to have to wait anyway. Might as well. Can we budge that up one more? No, we can't. Felt like we could, but it turns out we can't. Okay, and then at that point, 1 is going to let go. 3 isn't going to let go. 3 is now going to move up. Minus. Plus. Now you're going to let go. And you're going to return to your original position. Da-da. Okay, so this is your little loop here, and you have to do that 6 times. Doesn't feel ideal. Go, you're gonna grab, hang on. Why did that get pushed along? Okay, so we've got to wait a space there. Turn. No, hang on. Wrong thing. Plus, plus, drop there. Grab there. Right? No, what are you doing? Why are you letting go? Yeah, minus and then rotate. It should be minus minus really, but that's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. This seems very inefficient. 6. 6. I don't like this at all. Look at this, it's horrible. It'll look nice. That seems pleasant. But it feels very inefficient. We didn't have one too many. By the time we get here, yeah, we're done. Like, this is what we want, right? And we can just have this here. Now, is there any way... Yeah, and you can just drop and everyone return to their original position. But is there any way I can make this just a little bit faster? How about 2 and 3 work together? I'm going to add one more track. I like tracks. Tracks are fun. How about... So what's going on here? Let go. And then turn because you want to be there. That's fine, but instead of grabbing, what you can do... What two can grab, it can go plus, drop, and then minus. Meanwhile, we can get rid of one of those, just turn that into that, but you need to go minus first. So, minus, move, drop, twist like that. I have to add just a little more minus there. sorry, I went too far. Okay, turn, grab, turn. No, hang on, we can do this better. We don't need that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is instead of turning like that and going minus, we're gonna turn the other way and go plus. Do exactly the same thing. We're gonna grab, we're gonna go minus, minus, plus, let go. Okay, so that should still work. Then we let go, and then we just have to plus. So get rid of these, then we just have to plus. Okay? Then we're back to where we started. So that does a little bit of a saving, which is nice. Can we bring this back a little bit further? That's something we can do? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So we can bring this back. That. Yeah, so that's all one clump, right? Actually, let's keep it separate for now. Let's put it there. Get rid of all this. I think this is now all I need. This clump here. So if I were to just copy it like that, right? Would we have two, or is there going to be an error? No, that looks fine. It also looks like we don't have to swing this along as much, so maybe we just need to do one of these. Like that. Because we're... Oh, hang on, we've done one in advance. We don't have to move it at all, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, we can just not move it. Be great. Because we're inserting it from the side now. Which doesn't feel hugely efficient, but whatever. Which makes me think I want to reintroduce the idea of one doing that. Go up there. Oops. No, 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 no. There. That's to get into position. Minus, minus plus. So that's that bit. We have UB let go and UB minus plus. That could save time, right? Okay. And then have you go back to your original position. Then this. And then this is it. This is the loop we have to make, which is very short. That's so much more efficient. Lovely. I love that. That's great. Spaces apparently play. Good to know. The things you learn after playing this game for 10 hours. Okay, so we need to make sure these don't bump into each other. That's fine. How do we do that in a nice way? So why weren't you doing that at the start? Okay. So going the other way, it's fine. But going that way. Can I grab arms? I don't think I can. Can I? I'm going to have an experiment. I'm just going to ignore the rest of the thing at the moment. I just want to do an experiment. Can you grab an arm? If I go back to the beginning. Grab 5, turn, drop. No, you can't. Okay. Sometimes you have to be inefficient. Oh, I don't know. You just read up in chat. when you said, "Oi, be efficient," and then you cracked a whip, and then I cried. Do you remember that? I remember that. See, that's perfectly in sync, but because of this system of going forwards and backwards, it's not quite. If it was just rotating, it would be fine, but it's not. Unless we didn't do it down there. Does 3 need this at the start? Yes. Does it actually need it, or did I just make it do that? Is there a way to make it do that? Would there be any reason for that not to be rotating? No. Okay. Okay, I can fix this. So yeah, rotate. Sorry, rotate, 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 rotate. Okay, so it should do exactly the same thing, but now it's number 3 is rotating instead of moving, which is ideal because now I can change the track and bring that up. And instead of going, we can get rid of that rotate as well because like that. Gonna go up. You want to do minuses now. No, you want to do plus. So you want to do plus. I said plus, 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 minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. But it should actually work now. Fingers crossed. Be efficient, knife. Okay, it's working. Oh, I need to rotate this. Yes, sorry. Pivot, 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 pivot. Probably don't need the last one. Oh, that's incredibly annoying. Maybe I can pivot while it's up. That might be an idea. Can I do that? I can. The world is full of amazing possibilities. I don't know if I can do the last one though, but if it's the last one, it might not be bad. Might not be bad. Okay, and then just stick that there. Bring that one along. Minus minus drop, and then everyone return to your original positions. Okay, so now what we can do is we can just punch this up, bring it along. Am I alright there? Rarely. Look at that. That's pretty good, look at that. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see if it works. That's pretty cool. For the sake of efficiency, I will have to delete Octrekba. Hextober. Gonna have to delete Hextober, unfortunately. But you will be missed. Goodbye. You will be the thumbnail of this video, I'm sure. Right. That's what you get for efficiency, you know? Want me to be efficient, I have to delete Hextober. I'm very pleased with that mechanism. F for Hextober. There's nothing I can do to the end to make that more efficient now. Not really, no. No. I'm sure there's a way of making that last bit just a little bit more efficient, but nah, it's fine. Got to make 2 bonds. Hey, look at that! Ever so slightly below average on area. In fact, the minimum on area. That's interesting. and pretty much average on cost and cycles. I'm always surprised because I look at my things and I'm like, oh, this could be so much better. And then I look at the histogram and I'm like, oh, I'm average. I'm sure of it now. Alchemists believe far too strongly in their own abilities. Perhaps you could inform your colleagues of this new conclusion. A quaint notion. They'd never let me lecture at the university, not in my state. And it's not my message they want to hear. That's a shame. Outside views are important to consider. Outside views, yes. I'm quite far from the center of alchemical engineering today. Strange to think how quickly that happened. Perspective requires distance, doesn't it? Voltaic qual. I'd never thought alchemy particularly dangerous before, but I see now why it was once so feared. It's an alarmingly powerful art. Maybe, just maybe you're good at this, Chris. There's a good reason alchemists must be licensed before they can practice. Would you consider yourself licensed at the moment? That's a special circumstance. By all rights, we should be dead. So I doubt it matters now. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Ooh, funky. Well, this looks like a hot mess. Okay, I have an idea. My idea is going to consist of a few things. It's going to consist of something looking like that. It's going to consist of something looking like that. And it's going to consist of something looking like that. Okay? So. This is an odd setup, but I don't know why I have two of these. I could probably make do with just one. I suppose there's any decrease in cost. No, there isn't. Okay. Well, let's try and do something here. Grab, turn, drop, turn, turn, grab, turn, drop. And on number 2 is going to do exactly the same thing. Like that. By the end of it, wonderful. Now we need an arm to come along and do everything else. It's gonna be on a track. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? Wait, no, I have to do it that way. Yeah. Twitch truly died for you, you know, on your phone. Oh no. How absolutely dare. If I were you, I would put in a complaint to Mr. Twitch himself. Not efficient at all. I know. You know Mr. Twitch can't help. I know. Oh, yeah. There's a generic kniff. Not like you made 35 billion in profit last year. I know. This is simply why they just can't afford to fix all these problems. Oh, I have a good idea as to how this is gonna work. For some reason, my brain can't put this bit to this bit. Okay, hang on. Okay, I have an idea. This is not the most efficient way of doing this. But it helps my little brain. Okay, gonna do a track. Always do that the wrong way. Oh wait, hang on, can I do that? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to use possible extendo arm. Yeah, okay. Right, we get to this bit. Now what I want is you to let go and you two to grab on. We're then gonna plus, which is gonna connect the two together. Because you're looping. Stop looping! Wait a gosh darn second. Okay. So connect together. Fantastic, that's what I want. 3 now needs to let go. And then return. That's all 3 is doing. Feels a bit of a waste, but whatever. 4 now has some choices. So I'm gonna move this along here. So where are we? There. Okay, I can move it along 1 more. Put that there, and then move it along like that. Okay, that's pretty compact. I like that. So now 4 can plus extend. Wait, hang on. Okay, plus. I have to move that there. Plus extend plus. Oh, but then that won't work. It might be a little more spread out than I hoped. Yeah, because then when it pluses. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Plus extend plus drop. Minus, unextend. And then all the same stuff again. That. Only now, instead of plus extend plus, it's plus extend. And that might not seem like it's going to make a difference, but it's going to change which side the salt's on, hopefully, if I'm not entirely mistaken. So the salt on the top. Oh, hang on, you need to return to your original positions. Which involves a couple of turns. Which matches up perfectly, actually, with the time we need to do everything else. Oh no, I can't do that. That's fine. Hang on, I can fix that. Can I, though? 3's gonna get in the way, isn't it? What I want to do now is push that up, but it's going to bump into 3. Okay, that's fine. I can make 3 go here. It's not ideal, but it still works. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, instead, we're going to rush here, push, let go. So instead of plussing, you're going to push up like that. And then we can have the salt there. versus the salt there. Might be able to bring this along again now. There, move it along. And we could probably don't have to do those, maybe? There. Is that gonna work? No, because this was the problem I was trying to avoid in the first place. Okay, so we've got to put those back in. That's fine. Wasn't any more or less efficient anyway. Go back. Yes. Only now we need this to be over there, like as it was before. Okay, cool. I was getting ahead of myself. Salt at the top, salt at the bottom, and connected. What's gone? Oh, it hasn't gone back yet. Back. Now, for the sake of neatness, let's move a bunch of this over here, which means, oh, look at that. Ah, that fits up perfectly. So they cancel out, but it means we need to go 2 along, right? Plus, minus. Yeah, that works out. And then you start there. And then we have a lovely little square. Sure. It's quite an expensive machine, this, but does what I want it to do. Yeah, depending on whether it goes up first or moves along. Slightly worse than average. It's fine. To be fair though, cycle times are pretty low. People really like making fast ones of these. You have to spend money to make salt. What? Well, this is hot salt iron. What are we making? A voltaic coil? Sure. Hot salty iron. Hot rust. No, that's oxidized iron. Anyway. Imagine though if ordinary people could use alchemical engineering in the service of their own well-being. I'm not at all certain that would go well. Besides, even an alchemist can't reverse the momentum of the world. But if it were a group of alchemists all working to the same end, things could change dramatically. Perhaps, but I very much doubt you could get 2 alchemists to agree on anything, let alone many of them. This is satire, unstable compound. Lovely. Concordia, can I ask an odd question? If you must. Hegel, Flugel, Blagelflang. That is odd. Okay, one slightly less odd. Are you still driven by this idea of revenge? Yes, certainly. When I recall what happened, I feel anger as raw as the day it happened. House Colvin ruined us and killed so many. For what purpose? I owe it to the memory of those lost to see some matter of requital done. Requital. Requital. I see. But Anataeus, what prompted you to continue down this path with me? I don't know. Your very unusual accent, probably. I haven't thought about it too much. We've come quite a long way for you to remain so unaware. I suppose it's a matter of who I am, the protagonist. Were it not for our goal, what reason would I have to exist? I must practice alchemy. It's my purpose. I have no character traits beyond this. Let's go. Ooh. Hoo-hoo, funky. Oh, it's got the triple bonds. Okay. And all we've got are these. Okay. Right. Oh god, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Because the triple bonds are made with this. I'm gonna test the hypothesis. This has nothing to do with the ending machine. I want to try something. So let's grab. That'll do. Just doing an experiment, don't mind me. Where are we? We're here, there. So that's pivot, pivot, turn, pivot. Wait, hang on. Pivot. No, okay, so it can't do a normal bond. Has to be all three of these. Okay, well, I can't really do anything until I've done that. It makes sense to have one of these for salt. Well, no, does it? Be efficient. Threatening. Down there. Twisty, twisty, twisty. Bring it over here. Okay, let's just focus on making the central thing for now. Get in lieu of a big master plan, make something. So we'll do that. We'll grab that. Turn, turn. Okay, that's one of them. So what if I do this? Slightly more efficient. And if I have another arm feeding these on. Grab, turn, drop. Turn, 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 turn. Oops, so you don't have to do that anymore. You have to go here and grab. Minus, drop, plus, grab. Twist, minus, twist. What I'm thinking is if I just leave the minus till there and then twist there. What's an efficient way of doing this? Know what I mean? Do you know, I thought about an alternative way of doing this. but that'll probably just be really messy. I don't know. Ah, there's possibilities here. There's interesting shapes. How do you deconstruct this? Wish you could help it. This game breaks your brain. That's fair. So in this case, I'm going to want to turn it back like that, and then minus, and turn it back again. Wonderful. And then I'm going to turn it back again. And I'm going to want you to do the same thing there. Like that. And then I'm going to want you to turn it again. And then whatever it is you do after that. Yeah, plus. But you don't have to turn it again. Just go plus, 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 plus. Turn, right? No. Oh, hang on, that's not worked out as I wanted. The first one isn't complete yet. Oh, now it is. Okay, turn. Turn. That way, turn, and then turn. Wonderful. Well, it would be if you didn't start up too soon. This doesn't feel great. And then we're going to go over here where we're going to start attaching salt. So how are we going to do that? If you're over here and you're like that, we're going to want, well, let's have it like this. We're going to want, actually, no, hang on, we don't need to do that. We could have it, yeah, okay. Let's put something there. That works. And this is just going to sort of feed salt into the machine. Is it wise? Best way of doing this. Why is that suddenly? Oh, because you're. I forgot. You start there. So, what I'm gonna do is something. I'm gonna do something. How am I gonna get you down there? I want to get you there by doing some things. So let's do that. Let's grab a little track. I like a little track, don't you? Like that. And I'm going to put a little salt thing here. Hopefully that won't destroy anything. So what I'm going to do is, while all this is happening, I'm going to grab, I'm going to plus plus, I'm going to drop, I'm going to minus minus, I'm going to grab, I'm going to plus. And then, by the time we get over here, things should be ready to start attaching things like that. Wonderful. Plus, so you should already be ready to do the next one, which is going to involve one turning that way, and then minus, and then plus, and then turning again. And it's just going to sort of keep doing that. While 3 actually is not, we're going to need to do that a little faster. Are we going to need 2 delivery mechanisms? Probably not. Let's bring this up here so that I'm keeping track of things. There. So it should move the plus there, just so I know what's happening. And then this. Boom. Perfect. Now minus, go back up. This is the thing, it's quite inefficient. But maybe the delivery mechanism for the outside could just be straight from a fire. Because the delivery mechanism for the outside... Let me put another thing here. It's probably not going to work very well. I'm just going to grab, I'm going to turn, I'm going to drop, and then I'm going to put a salt thing there. So have a think. Just trying to think, because... Yeah, that's fine. And then as we turn, that's already there. So what I'm thinking is... Grab, turn, and then this thing can go from there, right? And yeah, so we need to line that up with the twist. Yes. And then everyone goes back to the start. Didn't foresee that. That's annoying. What's that? That's 1. 1 is only really doing 1 turn, isn't it? So I guess if I move all of that along there, move this down here and extend it. It's not the end of the world, is it? So 3 is still taking a while, but... Minus, minus. So if we do... that like that. What? Oh, I'm doing that a little bit too fast, that's fine. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, gotta do that. Too soon? Good to know. Perfect. So theoretically, if I just copy that to there, then that to there, and then... Oops, sorry, stop it. Stop it, you shush. This is probably going to start going wrong. Yeah, it's going a bit too fast. Yeah. Okay, so you need to slow down just a tad. Just so happens we're ready for you on the first one, but we're not quite ready for you on the second one. Okay, yeah, and if 3 just does this thing again, we're done, right? That looks pretty good. Where to put it? That could be the job of 3 or 4. Yeah, there. Let go, grab. Don't turn back. Grab, turn, drop. Alright, and then everything goes back from whence it came. It's annoying that they're not doing anything while this is all happening. Does work though. I want to see what the histograms look like on this because I'm not really pleased with it. Oh, okay. I'm always surprised. How is this average in area? It's huge. I thought the swinging at the end was like a massive inefficiency. Apparently not. Apparently that's fine. Fine. Okay, sure. Whatever. There. Does that look suspicious to you? I don't know what it is. It's an unstable compound. Now that you've asked, I can't help but see it in the light of suspicion. But if you saw it on its own without my having asked, would you think it's suspicious? Perhaps I wouldn't. It's difficult to say without seeing it in place. We'll have to trust that Niels knows how to place a charge unobtrusively. I have a feeling he's seen his share of this type of work before. Apparently I'm efficient. Apparently. And you're sure he knows where to place them? Clara's seen to that. She somehow obtained a map of all of House Colvin's properties, including their guard posts and their armories. Ah, of course she has. I'll enjoy watching their neighboring houses rush to claim Colvin's properties as their own. It's a fitting retribution. Curious lipstick. Are you at all nervous about going through with the plan? Perhaps a little, but I can only trust in our abilities. Why, are you nervous? I keep asking myself if we've missed something. We've been over it many times. It's as sound as anything I've designed. Oh, Anateus. Alchemy itself is a science, but alchemy's effects on the world are like anything else, impossible to predict. I don't know about that. Some things are eminently predictable. And responses like that one are surely one of them. Unlike what I just said, which is just nonsense. Ooh, Glyph of Disposal. The Glyph of Disposal removes unneeded atoms from the board. Where disposed atoms go is poorly understood and a matter of some debate. Oberon Berkey. Okay. Well, this would. No, look at this. Look at this. Like, hang on. Okay. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Sounds like something October's place of work would handle. Absolutely. The hair's not quite right this time, but can't remember exactly how the middle looked in the original, but we'll go with it. Yeah. Okay. It's October! Yeah. Yeah, like that. Anywho, what are we doing? Ooh, we got one of these. We need to make this. Because of course we do. I see why we need a Glyph of Disposal. And all we have is 2 salt. You kidding me? Well, okay, let's have one thing making this and one thing making this. And attach them together. So we'll just focus on the Wheel of Doom. This is lipstick, apparently. So, check the posture, because I sure didn't. Right, so this is just an incredibly inefficient system. Okay, so this is where we want the Pit of Doom. This is going to be a big old thing. Pit of Doom, Oh, I'm only allowed one. Sorry, October. I'm going to need to nick your eye. Oh, is it? It's not quite where I want it. That'll do, whatever. Sure. Grab, turn. I'm gonna put you on a little track. Minus, grab. Here. Turn, drop, turn, plus, turn. Cool. Well, lad, I know, I'm sorry. Okay, meanwhile. I'm gonna be like this. You're going to do something. Once that's happened, okay, grab there. You're gonna start like that. Grab there, turn, drop, turn, grab, turn, turn, drop, turn, turn. Okay. That's absolutely wrong. Okay, so you're going the wrong way. That way, that way. That way, that way. What? That doesn't make sense. You're supposed to drop as well. Why are you... You're trying to grab too soon. Okay. Can you grab that soon? That's fine. There it goes. Oomph. Okay, now what we do is we make a little thing here. We need to do this 6 times. So, we can copy that. Only at the end of this, we're going to have a little... Wait, hang on. Okay, so it's there. We're gonna have a little... Or maybe we can have a little track. Save a little bit of time. So instead of turning, you can turn once and then you can minus... No, hang on. No, that's not going to save time. Don't worry. I'll just have to do all the twists, it's fine. Like that. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to have to copy all this. There. So hopefully, when we get up there. Okay, we need another one. There. So hopefully, by the time we get up there, we have made the ring that we want. Okay, that's half of the problem done. We now need to do the other half of the problem. Which I'll do down here somewhere. So I need to make, using 1 salt, I need to make this. I'm gonna need this. Thank you. And this. I can never remember which way around this is. I think it's like that. Okay. Luckily, fire and earth are near each other, so that's good. I'm considering doing a similar sort of structure, to be honest. Similar sort of push around circle. So which way do we begin? Because it is sort of like this is an almost complete circle here. So if we do the same sort of thing that we did up here, but instead of going all the way around, we had this little bit on the end. What are we doing? We want to party. Do we want one arm to be doing the possible duplication and another arm to be doing the actual construction? That might make sense. So let's put this here. We'll have... What way do we want to go? We want to go around... Then we want to go around that way. So we're going to want to push things this way. So we're going to want to have all this stuff over here. Okay. They have the Venga boys in your head. That's fair. Okay, so this is just going to deliver. What we want, where we want it. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Yeah, sure. Okay, I was trying to. Yeah. We need space for this because when we end up, we're gonna want to do. Wait, no, maybe not. Maybe not. If we do one. Oh no, we are gonna need space. I guess we could rotate this all here. No, you're what I want to move. You're the one that I move. You are the one I move. Oh, hang on. Put it over here. And do it on a track. Yes. You know how I like tracks. That's still a problem, but we can do it on a track down here. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh baby. You drive me crazy. I'm reliably informed. Right, so 4, I'm gonna want you to grab minus, drop, plus, and just keep doing that. 3, you're gonna want to position yourself with regards to what we actually want to have going on. So I'm gonna want you to start there, like that. I think Chris has got a bit loopy. I've always been loopy, it's fine. So we need, how many of these? We need 6. 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. Now 3, you're fine for that. Now once that's gone, you are gonna have to turn that way, like that. You're then gonna have to turn back. You're then gonna have to turn twice that way. And stay there. And then at the end, turn twice back. Okay. So now we need the other arm. That's gonna be doing all the work. Or that's gonna be doing all the manipulation at the end. So, once you've dropped that off, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna move it along, and I'm gonna drop it, and then I'm gonna... No, hang on, I want to have a track. What a surprise, I got a track. How's this gonna end up looking? Oh, I've got the same problem again. Bring this down here. That might work, but I'm gonna have a different problem now. Anyway, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. These are looping machines. I'm becoming one with them. Okay, so do that. That's fine. Do that. Okay, so I didn't want to turn. I want to plus. So grab plus minus. Okay, so now we grab plus turn drop minus. Right? Only one turn. Because I'm sliding, I'm not rotating, yes. Okay. And then exactly the same thing another couple of times. So by here, we should have... Good, that's this bit. Now, we haven't been having the problem that I thought we'd been having. I moved all this down here for no reason. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was a thing. Okay, well, in that case, screw having a thing here. Just stick this up here and sort it all out normally. Okay, cool. So just turn. Wrong way. Turn. Drop. Turn. And, if I may be so bold, turn. Okay, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 5 let go, which is going to do, and it's going to move back, yes. Now it's going to rotate, it's going to grab, it's going to wait for that to be dropped, and then it's going to twist twice that way. And now it's ready to receive the last one, like that. This is all upside down. So what do we do about that? We want to attach it to this, right? So if 4's gonna let go. So 5 is going to plus. What's that going to look like? Plus and turn. Or instead of doing that, it lets go. It hang on, where is it? Let go, rotate, grab, and then turn like that. Flip the canvas, yes. No, sorry, twist. Also, you're supposed to grab, so do that. Okay, we're in a position where we can actually possibly do something here. If we have this ring coming in from the side, that's fine. Okay. We're going to start connecting all this together now. That's good. You need to go up there somewhere. You all need to come down here. I may need to rotate you. No, I don't, because you're a ring. You can do whatever you want. So, where are you going to end up? You're going to end up down here. Like that. Once this ring's done, and we're only halfway done, so this machine's less efficient than this one is. That's fine. I can probably add another arm in to do the ring creation. If I wanted it to be a lot faster. So if I bring all this stuff up here. It's really annoying you can't zoom out. Okay, fair enough. Like if we get it all in position, so that the circle finishes exactly where it needs to be, that would be amazing. But just gotta make sure nothing else gets in the way as we go. So there's no reason we can't have something deliver that. Because we want it to be here, right? But that's going to get in the way of the construction of everything else. So if we just have something, just swing this around from... How much? Hang on. There's a thing you can do, which is like, okay, I'm going to press this. This is the area being used by the machine. So this is as close as I can get, I think. That's fine. So how would I get from there to there? Well, that might. If I were to stick an arm here, is it there? No. There. And then when all of this is done, grab it, turn it, drop it, turn back. That seems like a big waste for one arm, but I put that on the wrong thing. Oh. Everyone else wait. Thank you. That's exactly where I want it to be. Okay, so that's plausible. But what I actually want to do is I want to have something be making the stuff up here and then another thing be manipulating the construction of this. So okay. How much of this is actually... Okay, so grab, turn, drop, turn. That's basically 4. Versus grabbing the black, turning and doing all that stuff. So if I just relegate to grab, turn, drop, turn. Right. And it does nothing else. Grab, turn, drop, turn. 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 Okay. So 2 is now doing half the work. I'm annoyed this isn't the right side. A better way of doing that. We could have another arm disposing of the whites if we really want to make that more efficient. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 6. We don't want it to do what we were doing before, but we know it's a possibility. So I'm going to move 6 to be 3, just so I can only have to look at the top few lines. And I'm going to put you there. I'm going to grab a track, and I'm going to make a little track for you. I like tracks. So that's when I can grab on, I think. Yes? Yeah, that's when you're grabbing on. So we're going to turn plus... No, wait, hang on. We want to... Yeah, turn plus drop, turn, or minus turn. Let me do the same thing here. And now we're going to... I can't do it at this angle, can I? Hang on, that's fine. Just gonna do it like this. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so there's another step I want to do here. I want to twist before I drop. I'm gonna twist before I drop. And then basically do exactly that, following the pattern of the thing on the arm above. So if we can make arm 1 more efficient now, by giving it something else that's going to dispose of the white so it doesn't have to. This is an expensive machine, but I want it to be efficient. But we can make slight efficiencies, I think, right? 1 turn, 1 turn. And look at this, this is all just to get rid of the white, I think. Oh no, this is to get rid of the white. Okay. Okay. I feel like if we get rid of this, and then get rid of all of the stuff that's to do with getting rid of the white. Sorry, getting rid of the, what's it called? The vitae. The up arrow one. Because we don't want it. It needs to be thrown into the bin. So let's make another arm. Yes, another. Whose sole job is... How am I going to do this? Yes, no, that's fine. It's going to be 7. Come up here, you're 4 now. Grab, turn, drop, turn. That's all you have to do. Right. Throw it all in the bin. Chuck it. Right, hopefully. This is not very efficient at the moment. An arm must be on a track. Why are you... sure, whatever. Turn that way, turn back. Evidently I had a bit of an efficiency going on here, but we don't need it anymore. It's no longer an efficiency, it's an incredulity. What? 2? What are you doing? Oh, that's wrong. So, okay, so were I to come over here, we should have a chain, right? Or a circle. Okay, we have a circle. So now we can make this a lot faster. Grab, turn, drop, turn. Can I move? I can't do that any faster, can I? No. Okay, that's fine. But I can bring these much further forwards. Yes? Oh, is that going to get in the way? Okay. I can do a little further forwards. Okay. That's alright, that's fine. That's still a big ol' saving. These can be brought back to... there. Okay, these like this. These can be brought back to there. Look how much time I'm saving by having twice the amount of arms. That's what General Grievous said. Okay, we're basically in sync now. The two machines should finish at roughly the same time. Let's 7 plus just at the end. And then, yeah, if we do a couple of pluses, right? A couple of pluses, and then put one of these in. One of those. We have made the thing. Now we need to dispose of it. That should be easy enough. If we just do exactly the same, if we just move this. Oh no, because that's there, isn't it? Okay. So how do we do this then? Didn't you make it quite complicated? No, you don't. The dream to have a couple more arms, I know. There would just be more joints to worry about. So what do I want you to do? If I go down like that. We've got time while other things are doing other things, I guess. So if we... No, we'd have to go down a couple. Oh, there's no awkward way to get rid of this thing. Well, there's an awkward way. There's no nice way of getting rid of this thing. thinking is, what would happen? That's not. Do I end there, don't I? And a technical term for what you're making is a clunker. Good to know. We go up, left. Screw it, I'll spend another 20, why not? Minus, extend, drop, back. Everyone return to their original positions. Go. Oops. Wonderful. Let's get rid of this. Okay, are there any savings I can make here? There's a lot of gaps going on here. 5 in particular. Oh, yeah, 5's that. I can't do anything about 5. 5 is what it is. It's just a wheel. But this might work. Okay, so up here we've got the little production factory for this black circle. Down here we have the production factory for this fiery, earthy, salty area. And they're going to click and they're going to drop. Yeah, I'm not entirely pleased with this. It's very spread out. The individual machines aren't fantastically efficient, but you know, there's some arms just sitting around just waiting to throw things in bins and stuff, while other ones are assembling entire bits and bobs. Yeah, it's a bit expensive. Average and everything else. It's fine. It's fine. It's curious lipstick. It does what it does. I hope Clara will survive. It so happens that I quite like her. It so happens. She'll get a non-lethal dose as long as she doesn't lick her lips. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I mean, afterwards. Surely that would not eliminate all of the suspicion. It may depend on how well she can act the part of the innocent, or oblivious house heir. The innocent, oblivious house heir. Got it. Luckily, it seems she was quite practiced at that. It's unfortunate that circumstance compels her to hide her intelligence that way. Especially when she's in fact the smartest person I've ever met. More than me? Do you this might be a bit of a longer stream. I want to see if we can finish this. Because this might be the end of the game. It's not really worth doing another stream of it. So let's go. When I was in the university, I had so many ideas. It's almost nice in a way to just have the one now. Do you feel it too? A sense as though I were being guided along a path towards some inevitability? A shame that nobody will ever know about how I made the universal solvent under great duress with only the barest of ingredients. Perhaps someone will tell the story one day. It seems rather unlikely. The whole point of making this is so that there won't be any evidence left behind. Sure. Boom! Wonderful. This looks like just hell. Okay, so we got a lot of inputs though, so that's helpful. Helpful. Right. So. Do this. Make the tin. Let's just get this done. Let's go. Grab. Turn. Drop. Turn. Grab. Turn. Drop. We made tin. Wonderful. Okay, so now the tin is the sort of center of this thing. But it's not connected to the big old spoke, is it? It's connected in weird ways. The symmetry is a little bit of a pain. So if we have, let's put this here. We have, if that's where I'm going to be rotating things. Yeah, one of these to be doing those. But then we can pull back. Oh, that might work. Okay. And then we can pull back again. Sure. Okay. I have an idea. This is just for the central component. I still need to build everything though. So let's have a grabber. This is going to be a big old long grabber because I'm going to want to keep a distance for this whole Ujima what's it. So, right, what have we got? We want this. No, this. Sure, that allows me to keep all the reagents elsewhere. No, we do want it at an angle. So that if we pull back, remember what that? No, what was I doing? Forgot what I was doing. So we do that, and then that makes this. But then if we pull back, no. What is it I did? So I'd want it like that. But how does that... Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just remembering what I did. Turn, drop, turn. And at that point, I should be able to grab hold of... No, sorry, that point. You should be able to grab hold of that, and then we move over here. So we should have tin in place, ready to be messed around with. So, meanwhile, we have... No, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. It was incredibly circuitous. So then that gives me an opportunity to do other things. So, and we're going to have a lovely little path going along here. Now, so we have plenty of space over here to do lots of other stuff, which is what we want to do. What we want to do first is make the ups and downs. So let's make some ups and downs over to the right. We can do that relatively straightforward. Here's a salt. We have, how much salt do we have to work with? A decent amount of salt to work with. We could probably use both. Why not? I hate the shape of this thing. It's a pain in the posterior. Okay. Because it's mostly going to be around here, the whole spinning thing. So we've got space to work with on this side. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's do this. Like that. No. How much? We have space to work with, but how much? Like that. And also one like that. This is not a clean build. Minus, drop, plus, grab. Turn. Well, turn, just for now. You, meanwhile, you are going to grab, but turn, drop. Turn, grab. Turn. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Oh, no, we can fix that. Right, so now Okay, we don't really want to do that. Let's do minus. Whoops, no, that was a plus. I just wanted to dance. Okay, so these are ready to go in when I want to. So let's start with black, since it's the closest. Okay, so you're gonna want to swing, you're gonna want to drop, and you're gonna want to return to your original starting position, because that's all you need to do for this entire process. Yeah, sure, great. 3, you now have to get ready to do your job, which is going to involve something else. Moving forwards and down. Okay, this is gonna have to extend. So yeah, get ready for a minus. Okay. Hopefully this is the last level. it's a nice last level if it is. Look at it. It's very pretty. Okay. Meanwhile, down here we can have the Wheel of Fortune, which brings us these things. We can do it by our pushy situation. Oh, we can't do that because this is going to swing around. Okay, we can have it up here, yeah? We have the Wheel of Fortune up here, I don't see why not. So we need the thing that's going to make the things from the Wheel of Fortune, like this. Let's say. And then we need the salt here. Let's bring up here. So we're going to swing. Move, why not? If all else fails, give me a track. What do we want first? If we're going to do black first, we're going to want blue. So, black and blue. Can do. So, 6, we're going to grab, swing, plus, because, well actually let's move this over here, because 2 is now going to have to do some stuff. Like that. Okay, so we're going to want to move back and turn right. So minus, and swing that way. At which point, like that. Whoops. No, we did want the wheel at the bottom. Ah, I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Well, no, I just got rid of the whole thing. Okay, so the wheel can go down here. The Wheel of O Fortuna. Let's bring this out here, and let's grab one of the squigglies. Wasting time. But how much time am I willing to waste? Like that, maybe. No. Stick it on a track, 'cause it doesn't matter how long it takes, stick it on a track. Okay, so 6, you're now gonna grab, and you're just gonna plus. Not plus, drop. Most efficient. It's not efficient. No! Screw you. That's fine, we can move this along a little bit. We didn't start the track. Cool, that's nice. Is there a more efficient way of doing that? I mean, I'm almost certain there is. But is there a more efficient way I can think of doing that? Because now 6 got to go all the way back down. I mean, I can do that. Is that better? That's going to get in the way. Yeah. Unless... I do that. Oops, going too soon. Back. And then you need to do this twice. Maybe we don't need 2 arms. No, probably do. We'll get back to that. You need to do it twice like that, and then twice again. Meanwhile, what am I going to need? I'm going to need blue followed by red. So you're going to need to spin 3 times as soon as that's gone through there. So 1, 2, 3, and then after that, I'm going to want green, then blue. So we're going to want green there. So 1 spin there, and then 3 more spins there. You know, I think it's all clunky, but it's satisfying to watch the machine move. That is the nice thing about this game. Is the satisfying clinkety clank. So, in order to make this all happen, what we want is that's fine. Turn. So now I want the middle hand 2 to turn like that, and then it's going to move. Is that right? Yeah. You haven't. Why haven't you spun yet? You're supposed to spin 3 times. Why didn't you do that? Oh, because you. It's not pivot. It's rotate. Okay. Okay, so now we have a fire. That's good. So we've got tin, black, blue, red. Tin, black, blue, red. Good. Going clockwise. So now what we want to do is we want to get the white in there now. The way we do that is we're going to have you spin twice. That's 4, not 2, sorry. And there, thank you. No, you're going to want to spin 3 times. Sorry. Extend. So plus, minus, and then while this is happening, I want you to go your minus minus here. This might get a bit of a bump going on to start with. That's fine. Okay, now let go. And return to your initial position because you're now done. I'm going to get 3 and 4 out of the way because I don't need those anymore. So 2, now plus, and then what does it need to do now? Back. Needs to go right twice to reattach these. And then left. Then hopefully we'll be in position to get the next lot. Yes, okay, cool. And then we've got to do all the salt around the outside, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. So, yeah, so now we can do 4 and 5, 4, 3, 1 and, no, 3 and 4. 3 and 4 can do their thing. So, should be ready to do there, maybe? You are not in the right position, are you? No, you're not. Absolutely not. Do you want to go that way? Honk. Good. And then do the other thing again. You haven't turned yet, so I'm going to want you to do that. There. And then turn once more once that's done. So it's going to let go, turn there. The middle is done. Now, 2 is going to go back. And we're going to do the outside. How is that going to work? Not like that, that's for sure. Maybe if we have one here. I thought I could use the same thing. Apparently not. So if I have that there, is that going to interfere with anything so far? Yes. That's why you need to be careful. So here. No reason not to have it here, I guess. Is that being used? That's not being used. Good. So we'll have something over here. Remember when the game taught you to make gold? Somerset Times. My favourite newspaper. Why Somerset? I don't know. Actually, if all I want here is the output of that, then I can have this going on up here, right? And then just move that along, and then I can save myself an arm. Lovely. One can do something at the end. Wonderful. You get it? Wonderful. You're going the wrong way now. So yeah, turn, 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 and then minus. Blink, and then 3 turns. 3 turns. Grab a salt. Turn, turn. That's probably going to be a bit early, isn't it? Oh no! Everything's where it should be. Turn, drop, turn, grab, and then get ready to do the last one. I said get ready to do the last one. Everybody wait. Patient. Back. Are we attaching? No, I was right the first time. Oh, it's not coming out straight. It's not coming out straight. That's what I wanted. Okay. Well, I mean, this can all stay where it is. Okay. That have autocorrect, but without it, you make even less sense. Yeah, but it's your less sense. You know? Keep your sense of identity. So I'm gonna do that. That doesn't seem to involve this stuff over here at all. I guess it does involve that. So what I'm thinking is, instead of going back like that, I can go like this, because I thought it was the wrong way. Sorry, like that. No, I was right first time. Yeah, I was right first time. So you want to go like that. So now I'm in position to be doing the salt up here. But I do need to get the salt there. So what I'm thinking is, if we have an arm, if we put this here and we have an arm here. Again, a bit of a shame that it's not something we can already use. Is there a way of doing that? If I make 5, if I'm adding a whole new arm, I might as well just make 5 and more extendable arm, right? So then I can put it there, and then 5, rather than going back to your original position, turn. No, that's not how hexagons work in this game. Ah! Why? That's really annoying. I can see a hexagon in this pattern that you cannot use, and it's really annoying. Maybe I can make a path there. Okay, I'm gonna try something. No, because I'm not gonna be able to put that there, am I? That's gonna hit something. Yeah, yeah. Oh, the whole thing is gonna need to rotate twice, so maybe that's not too much of a problem. I mean, or I could still use one, just I need to use it slightly differently. Which way is it supposed to be? Yeah, okay, hang on. If I do it like that, bring this back here, and then get one ready to do all this. Get rid of 7. It's a long stream after all. It's a long stream after all. Okay, so I want you to turn back before you do that. So turn that way, back, turn, wait for 1 to do its business. So one was still doing its thing. Poor thing. Which I could probably do that while I'm waiting there. Yeah, I can just cheekily back forwards. Just get one done while I'm waiting. Oh, that's 2, sorry. Get rid of these. 2, so what are you doing here? So it comes out of red, black, and green. So... does that need to happen there? Or can I do it 1, 4? I can do it. Okay. I can do it even faster than that. So, okay, that's fine. So if I do that, and then go minus, and then go plus, and then back, like that. That's going to get in the way, surely. Oh, and it's also going to get turned into that. I thought I was being efficient. And I was, but I was also wasting time. Oh, that's such an annoying, close call. Oh, well, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Then left. No, so we just want to do 1 left, get rid of that, and that, and then it's ready for the next bit, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, so we can definitely do it here, though. There. Minus plus. Yep, now do it again. Oh, no, we can do it. We can do it if we just pay attention to what 5's doing. Okay, let's go back. I'm sure it's going to bang into something, but... yeah, if we... sorry, I'm getting inordinately excited about this. If we do that, minus, plus that, but then just pay attention to what 5's doing. It's going to bump into that anyway. Okay, that's fine. But don't worry about it. So... okay, so now we want you, was it 5? 3, sorry, to go neutral at that point. So that it doesn't interfere with anything else we're doing. Oh, hello, what's going on here? Oh, we want to start that. No. Oh, it's 1 on each of them. Oh, I completely misunderstood this. Yeah, no, hang on. Why is this? I've broken everything! I want it to rotate that way once. Boom. So we're going to start on neutral and then rotate that way at the end. Okay, cool. Now everything is back as I expected it to be. From this point on, that is where you're neutral, okay? And that's when I'm safe to do whatever the hell I want. So now back. Yeah. Turn, drop, turn, grab. Just keep doing this a whole bunch. You're gonna minus, turn, oops. We could speed this up if we have yet another arm in here. I know I was avoiding trying to have another arm, but it's fine. For the purposes of efficiency. Okay, so we're here. Okay, so now we're almost there. Why are you not? Okay, you need to do that faster. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there it is. Now, 3 does a turn. And pushes back to a plus. And we have that. Then it drops, and then everything goes back to where it was. At the beginning. I'm not going to get into the efficiency of this thing. It's a mess, but it'll work. Fingers crossed, it'll work. Nope, hang on. Something's wrong. Ah, I'm attaching them slightly the wrong way around. That's fine. I can sort that out. It means I need to move you and have you down there and have this like that. Which is going to cause a few complications, but if you want to track, this is now slightly more expensive. But it's fine. And 2, where are you? You're going to grab and you're going to minus, plus, minus, plus. Why so? Oh no, hang on. Oh no, it's, yeah, that's fine. Yes, and I can keep you where you are. And yeah, just left, right. Yeah, there we go. Here we are. We got this over here is making the blacks and the whites, and it's doing basically nothing else, which is a waste. Down here we've got this is just making all the colours out of this one salt. Seems to be doing an alright job. It's fine. And then over here we've got this arm making the tin to start the process and also shoveling on the salt later to do that. And then we've got arm 3s actually controlling the entire construction operation, moving things backwards and forwards. It's an erratic Christmas tree. It's the Christmas tree from that Doctor Who Christmas special. I'm gonna get killed by a Christmas tree. Oh, I'm distinctly average. Lovely. I'll take it. Really? That was average? Look at it go. It's nice. It's alright. I'm about to dissolve the transmutation engine itself. It's a bit extreme, isn't it? We must be sure every piece of the plan is set. As far as I can ascertain, we are ready. Niels has taken the packages. Clara is set for her stunning debut. And are you truly ready? I should be the one asking you. There's no choice. It must go. All of it. Then good riddance. Yes, let's go. What is happening? No time for talk. No time to explain. Okay, this is the alchemist in the other house.
Surprise, I have found you, hiding out in this rotting hovel like the rat you are. You bastard of an alchemist, don't think I don't know every part of your plot, and the names of all of your accomplices too. I have to admit it was a decent plan. Everyone on the ball was quite shocked. And then Lady Tori is confused look, how big and nice. My lipstick? Why, it was a gift from the Calvin alchemist. Luckily, House Calvin's guards are no match for me. I'll explain it all to them later, once I return with your head. Funny thing is, the assassination of Taras Calvin and the collapse of his house hardly even matters to me. Taras was an idiot, easily beguiled by promises of riches and wealth, and his house didn't deserve to be in his hands. In fact, the attack on House Fantastic was entirely my idea. I simply planted the seed in his impressionable mind. And why did I do it? Let me ask you a question in return. I didn't ask a question. Imagine if Fantastic were for you, instead of the other way around. If you had been in charge, wouldn't you have won the battle with your superior knowledge of tactics? Wouldn't you have been what you wanted? So I'll win you.
I'm a mannequin, aren't I?
Thousands are weak after centuries of decadence. They don't deserve what they have. But we do, by the very fact we can take it from them. Our role as Calvin usually wants some clear of his history to try to put on me. The damage from the exposure would have to be repaired too, of course. I'm generous. You can get what remains of House Fantastic. Then we can simply evenly divide the houses between us as we overtake them. What do you think? What's wrong with you? Why didn't you say anything?
Because I'm a mannequin. That's creepy.
No! You! No! You're not even here! You're gone already! I get it. Good one, Antas. Good one, yeah. My plan. My Opus Magnum.
Concealed letter. Dear CNA. Oh, sorry. It's Clara. Okay.
Dear CNA, I don't know if this letter will reach you, but I thought I would try regardless. Occasionally, Niels is able to impress me. I wanted to express my sincere thanks to you both. I know that what you did was not for my sake, but for your work and your actions. But your work and your actions benefited me nonetheless. I owe you recognition. That recognition, at least. The coming days are dangerous ones, and as ambitious powers rush to fill the vacuum left by the fall of House Fantassin and the collapse of House Colvin. But in truth, the game itself has not changed at all, only the players. I offer you the protection of House Soria, if you ever feel you need it, or had an interest in joining us. But my sense of it is that you've had more than your fill of the city's battles and intrigues. When I picture you now, I imagine you've set off on a journey somewhere very far from here. Safe travels, Clara.
Sounded a little bit like Margaret Thatcher there. Opus Magnum. We came back for our stuff then. Well, there we are. Zach Barth of Zachtronics. Well done. Kyle Steed, art and graphic design. You did a good job. Jonathan Stroh, you also did a good job. Who did the Foley? I want to know who they, because they did a very good job. You ding dang did the thing. Oh my god, we're an hour over. Oh my god. I didn't even see the time. Okay. That's a very small company that made this. Zachtronics. Good on you. That's it. And I assume this is Appendix Production Alchemy. What's this? Forward. Given the way of the alchemical engine's work today, it's easy to forget the most important alchemical devices in history were created under the constraint of severely limited space. Working with miniaturized production model transmutation engines is sometimes called production alchemy, and though the interest in a particular approach has waned over the years, it remains an important part of the alchemical engineer's work. This is why I've endeavoured to give here some examples of alchemical machines I've encountered in situ in my travels in and around the city, specifying new reagents and for which the clever alchemists studying this book will prepare their own solutions. Okay, so there's more stuff, but this is like non-story. It's like challenge stuff or something. Dragging rotating parts. Remember you can press the... Oh, okay, so it's like a limited challenge thing. And you have the reagents, you can't... Oh no, you have... Oh, you can pass things from one process to the other. Okay, I sort of see what this is about. We won't do this. The story's done. I'll probably do this in my spare time. Look at my rat poison. Lovely. Yeah, that was that. Slightly, I will say, slightly underwhelming ending. I get, you know, they didn't have the budget for cutscenes and all that sort of stuff, so doing, you know, a big sort of invasion, subterfuge, killing at a ball of, you know, many houses meeting with opulent luxury and somebody being assassinated with poison lipstick and all that sort of stuff. I get that we were never going to see that. And I'm also glad that I worked out the twist just before it happened. But, I mean, I was given plenty of clues. I worked it out before the other guy did. That's enough for me. Anyway, I need to stop the stream because we're 50 minutes over. Oh my god. Thank you for coming along. I hope you had a wonderfully relaxing additional 50 minutes. We could have made this into half of another stream. I thought I'd be able to finish it faster than that. Apparently not. I need sleep. I need a shower. I'm gonna have a shower tonight. I'll have it in the morning. Thank you for coming to the chill stream. I'm going to put some chill music up. And by chill, I mean I was probably not going to be chill. Well, no, we can do some... There's some nice Hollow Knight music that we can do that'll be nice. Green Path. Green Path is always good. Yeah. So, yeah. Hope you all have a wonderful week. On Saturday, we'll be doing something. Possibly Chaos Chess. Boom. There we are. Which is just a way of changing chess that I came up with a bunch of cards to make everything that makes chess a really strong and certain battle of wits into something that resembles absolutely none of that. Is nonsense. Enjoy shower. You're going to do yoga, but you do it in the morning. I'll probably have shower in the morning. It's fine. I need to change my bedding anyway, so there's no point worrying about that side of things. Yeah. Thanks for coming along. Hope you had a wonderful time. Yeah, have a great week. I assume there's also going to be a Chippy stream tomorrow, but who knows? Yeah, enjoy yourselves. Thanks for keeping me company. Hope you enjoyed game. And I hope you don't mind that I won't do the other ones on stream, because, you know. Now it doesn't have story and stupid voices. It's just going to be me going, So yeah, have a wonderful time. Have a great week. I'll see you around. Look after yourselves. And goodbye.